We call this the dominating theme activities. We didn't get to design, but we felt like one is this 25-year timeline, and this is kind of coming from my place of every time we start on Monday morning with our action plans, and groups think they have to start at the beginning because there's no continuous thread of what we've done in marketing for 25 years. So the first person who says, oh, I'll be on marketing, and then they'll call up and say, what'd you do before? You know, or they don't even ask that question. So this, in my imagination, this is a lot of information. It's all the way around the walls, but it's there. It's not a focus of the time we're here, but it's there so that the group who signs up to do marketing this year says, you know, I think they've done this before. Let's check up. Let's gather some of that stack of stuff. So it's really trying to capture a lot of that, what's happened before. This one is a showcase on what are people doing. It's not case studies. It's not, here's how I worked with an organization forever. But here's some number of CTFs. There's 67. And maybe 18 or 20 of them are old timers. They wouldn't be chosen. This would be about the other 47 people who are doing this, and they've only come to know ToP in the last 3 to 5 years. Here's how I'm using it. Here's how I use it. And we want both internal and external people, and they would do mini MINI sessions. They would have like a poster session. Here's how I'm using it here. Here's how I'm using it here. So both people who are doing training could be popping up, people who are doing, they would somehow send in an application and we would choose some number of them and they'd fit in some sessions, or they'd be between sessions or something. But it has to do with, here's this big long history, but here's how it's alive today. And then this one's about integrating ToP, both with other processes, like IAP2, how you use this with the ToPs, with the spectrum that they have, how you use it within their structures, how you could use it in complement with appreciative inquiry or open space or. And then it also how it's being integrated into fields. So there's a lot of work in the network on public health. So how are we integrating ToP in public health? How are we integrating it in early childhood? I don't know if they're...
Youth development and school education.
Yep. Yeah, so people would bring forth things in those arenas. What we left out on the paper is much. Yeah. But in some sense, we're not trying to negate previous ideas or structures, but it feels like these are 3 themes that we haven't used before, and creating, these are sort of different components to add to maybe whatever else we want to put in there. We didn't get all the way through.
Well, and I think we were focusing on the session gathering. So we felt there was a lot of energy around what would happen in between these things. And there's a lot of consistency that we can draw from. So I think we felt it would be better to start focusing in on what's going to actually happen in these sessions.
So we said that too.
Yeah.
We said that like the experience that can wrap around.
Yeah, those are